Figure just did the impossible, and almost nobody saw it coming. In a move that could redefine the future of humanoid robots in the workforce, Figure AI has quietly released a new video that left even the most seasoned
Prototype?
robotics experts
Why? What was it in that
speechless.
moment that made you think I'm going
Their
to do this?
humanoid robot Figure 02 was seen performing one of the most complex tasks we've witnessed from a bipedal machine so far: autonomously scanning and sorting packages with real-world variability, including soft, deformable ones.
The second is the consumer household. So how do we do everyday things in the house, like do laundry, like put away dishes, clean up the kids' toys. So basically, we've designed the hardware to be able to do what like an average human can.
Welcome back, guys, bringing you another groundbreaking update from the world of AI and robotics. This isn't a staged handoff or a carefully scripted sequence of robotic motions. This is a robot operating in a real warehouse-like setting, making decisions on the fly, using only visual input and AI to guide its every move. Figure 02 identifies each package, determines its type and destination, and executes the correct motion, all with a level of speed, smoothness, and reliability that is closer than ever to human capability. What makes this even more groundbreaking is that it's all powered by a single neural network. No complex rule-based programming, no manually tuned behaviors, just an AI model trained end-to-end, taking in raw camera frames and outputting physical actions in real time. This is a seismic shift in robotics development. We're no longer just teaching robots how to move. We're teaching them how to decide how to move. Brett Adcock, CEO and founder of Figure, made it clear, you can't code your way out of this problem. Traditional robotics simply can't scale to handle real-world tasks with human-level dexterity. The only path forward is AI-native solutions, and Figure is proving that in the most concrete way imaginable. This demo isn't about sci-fi dreams or distant projections. It's about what's happening right now. Robots understanding the world, planning their actions, and executing them all in a unified loop without human micromanagement. And they're improving faster than most people realize. Let's talk about the motion. If you haven't seen the video yet, it's honestly mesmerizing. The way Figure 02 picks up both rigid and soft packages, scans barcodes, and sorts them efficiently, it looks more like a human warehouse worker than any robot we've seen before. The transitions are fluid, the grip adjustments are subtle and dynamic. It's not just following a sequence, it's perceiving, adapting, and executing tasks with real awareness of its environment. It might look simple from the outside, just moving boxes, right? But in robotics, this is a massive leap, especially when dealing with deformable objects.
A padded envelope doesn't behave like a solid item. It sags, folds, shifts. For a robot to recognize that, adapt its grip, and handle it without crushing or fumbling, that's a serious milestone. And here's the kicker. This is just the beginning. Brett Adcock didn't stop at showcasing what Figure 02 can do today. He also revealed their next-gen robot, Figure 03, and the headline number is shocking. Figure 03 is projected to be 93% cheaper than Figure 02. Not 9, not 30, 93%. That kind of cost reduction doesn't just open the door to mass adoption, it blows the door wide open. Think about what happened with smartphones. The first iPhones were expensive, limited, experimental, but as production scaled and tech matured, prices dropped dramatically, and suddenly smartphones were everywhere. Now imagine that same curve, but with humanoid robots. That's the trajectory Figure is targeting. Adcock also emphasized that the company is well capitalized and ready to scale. They're preparing to train large-scale models, deploy industrial-grade inference pipelines, and eventually manufacture hundreds of thousands of humanoid robots. This isn't just a flashy demo. It's a long-term, economically viable vision. Interestingly, Figure isn't trying to balloon into a tech giant overnight. They're keeping their team lean, nimble, and innovation-focused, prioritizing speed, agility, and iteration, the kind of qualities that often get lost as companies scale too fast. And that might be one of the smartest moves they've made. Rewind just a few years ago, and the idea of a general-purpose humanoid robot working in unstructured environments seemed far off. Even the best bots struggled with stairs, dropped items, or anything outside a scripted routine. But Figure is blowing past those limits by approaching robotics not as a mechanical challenge, but as a data problem. That's why the single neural network is so important. Traditional robotics builds separate systems for vision, control, motion planning, and object recognition. But the future is end-to-end learning. Feed the robot raw data. Let it learn patterns. Trust the model to figure out the rest. It's exactly what happened with large language models like ChatGPT. Now we're seeing the physical equivalent. And it's working now because compute power, data infrastructure, and model architectures have finally caught up. Figure is building robots with AI-native brains, trained on massive real-world data sets. Every movement, every interaction, every edge case feeds back into the system, making the next robot smarter and more capable than the last. And that's the real revolution happening here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're as fascinated by this leap in robotics as I am, make sure to like, subscribe,